Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, not only for the memories, but for such an incredible, amazing decade.
Thank you.
It's been a great show. So let me start by asking, when was the first time that you realized that this show was not just a TV show, but a global cultural phenomenon?
Man, I mean, I remember the day after the first season came out, seeing stuff online about how some people had already finished the show completely. So that was my first indication that I was like, they stayed up all night watching this thing, because we didn't know if anyone was going to watch it, much less like it. And then it just sort of snowballed over those first couple weeks. It really was through word of mouth. And then I remember just being out, at a restaurant and just hearing people beside me.
But to me, it was
talking.
like there was like a giant mural barb somebody put out, and then SNL was another thing when they made fun of our show on SNL. I mean, lovingly made fun of it. And so that was where I was like, okay, this feels like it's resonating with people.
Match 180 Cinema, I'm there. So also thank you for that. After so many years, did you ever think that you were going to present a story about a coming of age in real time with this cast from childhood to adolescence to maybe adulthood?
No, I mean, it's something more we realized as we were working on it, but it's something that we've come to embrace and like about the show, because it forces it to evolve. So we can never become too complacent. The narrative and the story has to change to reflect their ages and the challenges they face as they get older. We have to incorporate that into the show. So it's been a challenge, but something that we've actually really enjoyed about the show.
Awesome, that's awesome. One of the things that I love the most about the show is how you work with some scenes that became iconic because of the songs.
Right.
From Metallica to Journey, Kate Bush, and even the Never-Ending Story sequence, which has become an iconic a moment in the series. So, how fun or how challenging was this year, considering that every time there's a 80s song on screen? How challenging was this year for this season?
Well, you can't even with something like Kate Bush, we're excited about it, but we didn't know it would resonate in that way. I think we approached the season the same way, in that we're trying to make sure that if we're going to put a big song in there, that it resonates in terms of both narrative and based in character, as opposed to just going, well, this is a cool song and I think people might like to hear this. It's going, it doesn't make sense in the show and the story that we're telling, and we hope then that it resonates. But we've got some cool stuff this year.
But it's very different. We're not trying to replicate a running up the hill moment, because we'd be setting ourselves up for failure. So no, but yeah, I think there's some cool songs this year.
Recreating the era for this season. It should be like a very fun experience, challenging but fun. So what would be that probably moment or gadget or fashion style or snack that you will say, this is going to rock this season?
Oh my God! Yeah, let me think about it. Can you think of some sort of 80s something toy, whatever that we put in there this year?
Well, Holly's got some cool stuff. What was that boombox called? I don't remember.
Oh, you know what? There's I really like the G.I. Joe. There's a G.I. Joe lunchbox.
Oh, really?
G.I. Joe lunchbox.
That's not just a cool killer old lunchbox, but it plays a narrative role. So I'm excited about the G.I. Joe lunchbox.
Awesome. This might be fake news, but I read somewhere that you are working on a spin-off of Stranger Things. That's one question. And then if you have in mind something non-Stranger Things related, what would that be?
Well, with the spinoff, we're early days, but we do have an idea that we're excited about. It's again the story of Hawkins and these characters is over with season 5, but we have an idea that we think is cool, and it lives in the same universe, but it's a new characters, there's new mythology, but it's something that we're excited about it. So hopefully we can say more about it soon.
And beyond that, our heads are just totally in Stranger Things, so we can't think about anything but Stranger Things right now. So that's yeah, we're just living in Stranger Things world right
That's
now.
right.
Awesome, thank you for that. I talked to the part of the group, and they're on board. If you need them, they're just waiting for your call. So
They're on board. Okay, that's good to know.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the memories and for reviving the '80s cinema, '80s era in the
course.
show. Right?
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
man.
day.
That was so
Thank
fun.
you.